It's good to see you again.
Good to see
Allison,
you.
Good to see you again. What we're going to do for today, the goal for today, is to strip the whole top. We're going to get all the roofing off the top. We're going to address any of the problems that there might be with the plywood, because there could be some rotted plywood. It doesn't look like there is any, but maybe around the chimney and back. Okay. We're going to address that. We're going to go ahead and actually install all the roofing on the top today. I'm assuming you guys are going to get rid of the antenna?
Yes. Yes, I was going to ask if we might have that removed.
Yeah, we can do that while we're up there. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that. But shingles are set to deliver right now at 1 o'clock. And we've got a crew of 5 guys out here, so everything should move right along.
Fantastic.
And, should be a big difference by the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right.
Wonderful. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's going to be great. Well, you want to take a walk around and back, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the chimney and everything in there?
Sounds good.
Very good. One thing that got my attention right away was this lean-to roof right here. Clearly, by looking at that, there's more going on than just some plywood. We're going to have to go ahead and take that down and put up all brand new rafters in there, because it is just totally unsafe. It's falling apart. Okay, and there's no way we can really salvage that and make it work the way we're going to need to. It's important that we have a really sound foundation for the roofing. The Landmark is one of the heaviest shingles in that series, in its class. It's important that everything be set and be proper before we actually install that. Okay, does that make sense?
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Good, yeah, because once we start, we'll remove everything, make it all brand new. You guys literally are not even going to recognize this place.
Good.
And it's going to be, exactly, that's going to be good, exactly. But it's going to look like $1 million. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Going in the right direction.
Yeah, right.
One other thing is the block chimney that's here. It vents your furnace, okay? That penetrates the roof as well. The condition of the block is good. Perhaps we'll have to do a little bit of pointing work with a brick mason, but the condition of the block chimney is very excellent. We're going to use a combination of ice and water shield, the winter guard, new flashings, and we're going to anchor a counter flashing to the chimney. There's 3 parts that go into that whole system around the chimney. It's important that all 3 are installed properly, well, and fastened to the chimney very well, because you guys have got a literal wide open field behind you. You're going to have a lot of wind. So with the 3-step process of the ice shield, the flashing, and the counter flashing on the chimney, that'll just put that to bed.
Great.
Wow, I can't even imagine. I mean, we're going from something falling apart with holes in it to brand new rafters. I love hearing you say that. I'm sorry it's in such bad condition that it has to be all brand new.
Well, you said, do you like a challenge? Yeah, I like a challenge, and that is definitely.
And one nice thing, it seems like the pitch is a little steeper on this roof, so that'll make the max definition more a black Landmark Pro shingle stand out that much more. When we're enjoying our guests here on the patio, we'll be able to stare at this
on the party deck.
That's
wonderful roof.
That is going to be sweet. Yeah, it's going to jump. It's going to look great. You guys are going to love it. You're going to really like it.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Man, things sure have taken a change for the better already, right?
Yeah, they have. They're coming along.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's coming right along. Yeah, it's going to look a whole lot different at the end of the day today. The one thing that I wanted to point out is we are going to be using a product called Winter Guard by Certainteed.
Okay.
It prevents against any kind of ice damming. It becomes impervious to any kind of water or ice backup at all on the eave edges, which is normally where your weak spot is for something like that, where ice will build up and create all kinds of problems. So we're going to run 2 courses of that on all the eave edges. We're going to run it again in the valley intersections to back those up. And then once we have on our drip edge, our winter guard, then we're going to go and we're going to put another underlayment on the roof. It's called Diamond Deck. Again, made by Certainteed. Diamond Deck is a synthetic underlayment, and it's a vapor barrier that we run across the entire surface of the house. So we're going to quite literally have a roof under the roof. Along with that roofing system are accessories that are important that we incorporate into the roofing job. One being the Swift Start shingle. It's a starter shingle that goes on the very edge of the roof. And it's very important that we put it on because it has a sealing strip that welds the shingles together right at the most critical point, which is on the edge of the roof, because if you can imagine, the wind hits the house and drives up,
Yeah.
and it has a tendency to try, and that's a weak spot for a roof. So it's important that we have the swift start on there to go ahead and just make that bond tight at the
Okay.
E-edge. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Once we have all those in place, then we're going to go ahead and install our shingles. The Landmark Pro Max Definition Moray Black that you guys have picked out. And with that max definition color, Allison, I'm sure you know that it definitely has more character to the shingle. Gives it a lot more appeal from the road. It's going to look sweet. It's going to look really good.
We're excited.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Also, along with the roofing system, an important piece of the puzzle is the venting system. When the house is re-sided, they're going to open up all the soffit overhangs so that air will be able to get into the attic, and it'll all be released through a ridge venting system, which is an exhaust vent. The soffit is the vent that draws the air in, and then the ridge vent is the vent that allows it to come out. Continually keeping the air moving through your attic is very important. It keeps the likelihood of ice dams down, and it keeps the likelihood of your roof lasting much longer up. So it's very important for us to go ahead and have that in place.
Great.
Another one of the products that we're going to be using today is the Shadow Ridge cap shingles, which will go on the hip ends and on the peaks on top of the shingle vent too.
Okay.
Okay. It seals off the hip ends where the two roofs meet together and over the peak as well. Again, that's max definition, Moray Black, tons of character to it. It just pops from where we're standing. It's going to look sweet.
Yeah.
So it really complements the Landmark Pro shingles. It makes it look really nice together with that. All right, Craig, Allison, Catherine, what do you think?
This is unbelievable. This is beautiful. Beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't
Allison.
know what to expect, but it is very rich looking, just
Yeah.
like we Ian talked about. I love it.
It's definitely a step in the right direction. The roof went together pretty much exactly how we planned. We had some plywood we had to replace here and there. DJ took care of it, got a nice good surface down to work with, and put in all the ingredients for the Integrity roof system with the Winter Guard ice shield on the eaves and the valleys, and the diamond deck on the field of the roof, and the Landmark Pro shingles and ventilation, everything went sweet. He cleaned it up beautifully, and the house is looking awesome.
It
It's
really
looking awesome.
is. It's starting to take a whole different form already with this roof. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm excited. When we start working with the restoration millwork and get all that finish trimmed around the windows and everything like that, it is going to look dynamite. I'm
Yeah.
excited for both of you guys. It's going to be a great house for you guys to raise Catherine in.